Hello. It's taken me a minute to make this life update. Um, so it's been almost a whole week since I've been discharged from the hospital. I was discharged from the hospital last Friday. I was admitted to the hospital on Tuesday, July 15th. I went to the hospital because Monday, July 14th, Mom's birthday, I had fallen down. I I was answering the doorbell. I blacked out. I fell down. I think I may have had a seizure then, but I blacked out. I was out for like half an hour. And I was on the floor, vomited, just totally out, half an hour. Just completely out. Yeah, it was rough. So when I finally came to, I was like asking Astrid, did I ever make it to the door? I never made it to the door. Just half an hour of my life just gone, missing. Yeah, so that was the 14th. And then that night, I had fallen down again. I got up to go to the bathroom and I fell down again. Astrid and Beckham were really good. They came to check on me to see how I was. Dottie, asshole that she is, was at the top of the stairs. She like made a point of like looking the opposite direction of me. Like Astrid came to check on me, Beckham came to check on me. Dottie was like looking anywhere but where I was. Oh, I'm sorry, Beckham. I'm sorry. Yes. Beckham and Astrid have been amazing though. They have been so good. So Tuesday morning, I woke up. It felt like my arm was broken in a million pieces. I didn't know what was happening. I was just like screaming out in pain. Beckham, who doesn't always sleep with me, he sometimes will be downstairs on the first floor. He was downstairs on the first floor, I think. He came up from downstairs under the dining table. He was downstairs. He came up to check on me, and then he stayed with me, and Astrid was with me too. And my whole bed was soaked, and I didn't know why. I think it was because one of my migraine masks that I had, it wasn't cold. So the previous night I had like wet a washcloth and put it inside my mask to like try to cool it down a little bit. And when I had woken up, it wasn't on my head or anything. So I think it like got out and got into the bed. But it's just like a crazy amount of time. But I woke up and my bed was soaked. It felt like my arm had broken in a million pieces. So because I had fallen Monday, I was concerned that I had a concussion. So I asked my mother if she would take me to the emergency room because I had a concussion. So I had been, for the previous week, I had like a week-long migraine, to the point where it would hurt if I turned my head at all. And it does still hurt. Like I still actually have that migraine going on. It hurts to like rotate my head. I've been on my cycle breakers. They will help a little bit. They haven't a whole lot. So that's been fun for me. The gabapentin hasn't helped a lot. That was the second cycle breaker that the neuro gave me. Actually, I think that made it worse. neuro gave me a different cycle breaker after that was a steroid that did help. But I think going to the ER interrupted all of my cycle breakers. It just interrupted everything. So, because I had a migraine for a week long, I hadn't had a bath in a week. I was basically like in the shower, scrub up, in, out. Like I hadn't washed my hair in a week, so I was like really grungy, needed to wash my hair and everything. So I was like, Mom, can you please help me get a bath and everything? And it's a good thing that she did, because my right arm was like having tremors. And she's like, well, you're doing that. I was like, no, I'm not. And that was weird. And then we went to the ER and I told them what had happened, how I fell, how I blacked out. And then they were like doing imaging and took me back into a room. And apparently, while I was everything that was happening, I had seizures in the ER. And I didn't know any of that. Like, I went to the ER because I was concerned that I might have a concussion. And I had seizures while I was in the ER. And like I went because I thought I had a concussion and a possible stroke, because my right arm was numb. I was having weird tingling with it. Like I couldn't grip things properly. It was numb. And so apparently I was having partial seizures with my right arm. So like when I woke up Tuesday morning and I thought my arm was breaking in a million pieces, or when I was in the shower and my arm was doing the weird twitching, I was having partial seizures with my right arm. So that's fun. If you don't know anything about seizures, which I don't, I'm just finding out because this is a whole new ballgame for me. Also, this is not how you wear this. That it actually goes over the head and over the eyes and whatnot, but I'm just being lazy right now because, yeah. If you don't know anything about seizures, Pennsylvania state law stipulates that once you have a seizure, you are not allowed to drive for 6 months. So that has been fun for me. I am currently staying at my parents' house. I am not going to be allowed to drive until January sometime. So hopefully before my birthday, I will get the all clear that I am allowed to drive. Yeah, so that's something. Yeah. Yeah. I can't drive for 6 months. And let me just tell you that when you suddenly lose your independence and a freedom like driving, you don't know what that's like until you lose that freedom. Like how big that is until you don't have it anymore. It is such a massive deal. Like even just going to get groceries, it's suddenly like, oh crap. Or being a substitute teacher. How am I going to get to work? Right? Now I'm suddenly limited to schools that are within walking distance to my house, right? Like, now I have to ask myself, can I walk or ride my bike to this school? So it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Um, and and having to ask people for rides, being at other people's mercy for things. It's a lot. I'm a very independent person. I love my independence, and having to suddenly depend on other people for things sucks a lot. Um, it really does. Especially like when I get back to my house. Like, I don't know how long I'm going to be staying at my parents' house. Probably through partially next week, maybe. Um, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've been doing okay here on my own. I've actually been eating well-balanced meals, which is something the doctors never figured out what was causing my seizures. So that's alarming, at least to me. We don't know what caused any of it. I don't know if it was any of the weight loss drugs that I like. I kind of wonder if it was the weight loss drugs that I was on. Because I did lose 125 pounds. So, like, if my blood sugar got too low or something and I went hypoglycemic,